What is going on, good people? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in and taking time to view life from the PEV point of view. I have an update for you guys on my troublesome Begode A2, and I'm going to keep things short today and basically say that I think all my problems have been solved on this wheel. So the last time I spoke with you guys, I had just updated the firmware. And I thought that it was a hardware problem all along. So what did I do? I did a complete teardown of my Begode A2, took a look at the motherboard, took a look at every single thing, and quite frankly, there was nothing wrong with the motherboard. This was identical to the Roger and Marty situation. There was no burned diode, there was no loose MOSFET, there was no shaky capacitor lead. Like literally everything on the board was clean, ordinary, non-burned, and tight. Everything looked good on the board. Everything was tight except one component, which is a little blue chip that I found out is the Bluetooth chip. So Bluetooth works fine on the wheel. So with that kind of reassurance that the motherboard and the hardware components are a-okay, I really have to turn and look to the firmware, right? So we have updated the firmware, and this point has caused a lot of conflict for me over the past couple of days, because I go back and watch my video. I'm not lying when I said that I felt the dip. I really did. I've gone back and watched it. I remember I felt the dip. I did the same exact test that I had been doing, and I did feel a dip. But long story short, I have not been able to recreate the cutout scenario or a dip no matter what I do. So you see me riding here today, I can triple click it, I can mash it, I can do whatever I want, and it's not going to cut out. I don't know why it was doing that before, but whatever they did in the firmware basically seems to have fixed it, right? So yeah, that's where it stands. I did a complete teardown. Everything was a-okay. I don't think I need a new board, so at that point it has to be the firmware. And as you see, I can click it all I want. It's not cutting out. And I think one clarifying point while I'm on the topic, during the video I was using the terminology sticky buttons. This is kind of the first thing that came to mind, but I did want to just be clear that the button itself is not sticking in any way. Like, it's not physically sticking. The button functions the same way it always has functioned, but something on the software side was causing it to steal power or do something that's beyond my realm of comprehension. So just wanted to be clear that the button itself physically was not sticking. That was just the closest terminology I had in my mind to kind of represent what I thought was going on. So yeah, with that being said, I spent the past week testing everything on this wheel to make sure it would not cut out, and I have now completed those tests and can say that I trust the wheel again. I don't really know why it was cutting off in the first place, but whatever the firmware update did, it seemed to have fixed things. And also, in addition to fixing things, it also gave me a little bit of a top speed boost. So previously the free spin speed was 28. I don't even know if you can see this, but let's do a little free spin test. And you can see I'm on 3 out of 5 batteries, so not full. 25, 29. Okay, yeah. So full battery. The free spin was 32 miles an hour. Now it looks like we're at 28, which just makes sense. We've drained the battery a little bit, but still in the same situation of not being able to cut out the wheel. I'm going slow, I'm holding the power button, doing all sorts of stuff, and it's not turning off on me. So still not sure what's going on there. Did not even see those people. That probably looked ridiculous what I was just doing, but it's part of the game of riding an electric unicycle in public. So yeah, everything seems to be good with my Begode A2. final recommendations, all I can say is, I guess, keep your firmware up to date, and if you're ever worried, just do a little teardown, see if something physically is wrong with the motherboard. It wasn't in my case, but it could be in yours. I had a couple people in the comments sharing that they've had capacitor leads come off and different other hardware components fail that has led to similar behavior. So yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to watch the update. Everything seems to be good on my end, and I hope the same for you guys. Take care, and keep your head up. Summer's almost here. All right, guys, thanks.